And for Off the Block, I'm Vinny Lopes, and we are now joined by Kevin Pratte, who is the head coach at San Diego City College. But more importantly, on top of that, he's also the man who is starting to have a vision to bring men's beach volleyball to the collegiate level. They have an upcoming tournament this weekend. And Kevin, let's just kind of talk about this. You had a tournament a couple weeks ago, have another one coming up. What is it like to try to be spearheading this opportunity to get beach volleyball at the college level?
Well, first off, Vinny, thanks so much for having me on. Great experience. I remember it like it was yesterday in 2007 when I met you at Ball State when my Pacific Tigers were playing them. And it's been really fun to watch your career, and you've done an incredible job with Off the Block, and you really helped grow the game of men's volleyball. But to your question, I think that us coaches at the community college level on the men's side, we're big dreamers, and we got together, and it was Coach John Mayer and I. Now he's at Loyola Marymount University coaching the sand team, but he used to be at Santa Monica. And the coaches kind of came together and why aren't we doing this? And we went to Keith Shackelford over at Irvine Valley College, who's the athletic director, and Randy Torp at Long Beach City College, who are really good with men's and women's volleyball at our level. And they loved the idea. They coached us up. They told us exactly what to do, and they instructed us to start at the club level at first. And it still took a lot of work. We had to get our presidents involved. We had to get a hold of a few commissioners, and we had to get some paperwork done. But then after that, we got some teams signed up, and they did their work. And October 17th was just a smashing success. A lot of kids playing volleyball, and a lot of exciting buzz in Southern California for college men's volleyball.
Yeah, and talking about this, how big is the beach volleyball community for men's players? Because, we see it a lot, obviously, after the college level when they go pro, but how many kids are playing just beach volleyball kind of in that California area?
Well, I think that's a really good point you brought up, and in Southern California, I think it's big, and it's an Olympic sport, and we, as the men's coaches, are very thrilled that it got going on the women's side. We applaud it. They had a vision 8 years ago, and it started at the community college level for women's volleyball and NCAA. Now they have an NCAA national championship, and community colleges in California have sanctioned women's teams, and it is definitely a fun sport in Southern California. It's always fun to throw on your rainbow sandals and have your board shorts and go out to the beach. Life is good on the beach, and a lot of universities like Nebraska for the women and Hawaii over there, they have it going for women. So there's no reason also for teams that don't have a beach by them, they can still pull it off. So we want to see this thing get big, and I think we're starting the right way, and we can't thank you enough for the support you've given us.
Well, no problem. And, kind of talking about your first tournament on October 17th, can you just talk a little bit about that tournament, what that was like from the players' perspective? Because, it was a one-day tournament. I'm sure multiple matches were going on all at once.
Yeah, so we had San Diego City College Inter, Orange Coast College, Long Beach City College, Irvine Valley College, Golden West College, and El Camino College. We had the coaches do the seating, and they emailed me their seating. We got it all set up in pool play. Student athletes played one set to 28, and they got about 3 to 4 games in pool play. Then we had a winner's bracket and a consolation bracket. Then the coaches came up with a scoring system that we could determine a team winner and an individual winner. So the thing that I was very impressed with the tournament, we obviously wanted to be very cost effective, because if we want to make this happen, we want to show the community college association that it could be cost effective. So it was free to go to the beach. We didn't have any officials. We got the balls donated, and all we had to do was get the kids to the beach. So it was awesome. And one thing I took away from it, obviously I was very proud of my guys, awesome, but the life skills that the student athletes they were calling their own matches. Of course, there's going to be a little conflict with a few of the calls, and they were men about it. And the coaches would kind of monitor it like a principal and kind of keep an eye. But just a lot of good, positive things going on at this tournament, just besides volleyball, too.
Right. And now, you got one tournament under your belt. You have another one coming up this weekend. What can we expect from that tournament?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. I think the first one, everyone was kind of getting the feeling for what it was going to be. Obviously, the kids competed like crazy, but I know these coaches very well. I've known them for a few years. They're very competitive, and I know that they're going to want to win this tournament, and these teams are going to win. So my expectations is everyone's going to bring their A game. I think they went back to their institutions and practiced a little bit at their home courts. I also think it's imperative that we just continue the momentum that we have and keep you involved, keep off the net, or the Net Live involved, keep the AVCA. They've just been so supportive and keep you guys in the loop, because I think it's starting to create this little buzz. And the goal is next year when we do this, not only have 6 colleges, I think we can get a lot more other community colleges involved. They wanted to see how this first year went, and then try to get some NCAA and NAIA schools involved. I mean, again, we want to dream big and do what's best for the student athletes. So we want to see this really, become a sanctioned sport one day, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, and talking about, I know we've talked a little bit about beyond this year, but looking at this year and beyond this weekend, are you guys planning any other tournaments, or maybe in talks of a championship type event, or is that still kind of stuff that you guys are going to need to figure out?
Well, yeah. I think what's really important is we have a lot of smart coaches in our conference, and we have guys that are ambitious. And I think we'll go back to the drawing board in April when we have our meeting. We're very excited and want to celebrate the success we've had so far. But we do only have one more tournament, and that's this one coming up. It's pretty much the same tournament as the first one, same kind of standing, same kind of pool play, and we'll call whoever wins the tournament the champions. But I think moving forward, we have a lot to discuss, and we want to recruit more colleges to get involved. And it's going to be a really fun April meeting to get some feedback from the coaches and stuff from that have a say in volleyball that did it this last couple tournaments.
Yeah. And for you personally, what's been the biggest thing that you've learned throughout this experience? Because it's a pretty daunting task, trying to put all this together.
It's interesting. I didn't know you were going to ask that, and I didn't really prepare to answer. My thing is, which is awesome, is you have to dream really big. And when you look at someone 3 years ago dead in the eye and be like, yeah, I'm going to start beach volleyball, and they look at you like you're crazy, I'm going to do it. And what you do is you just dream big, and you surround yourself with really talented people. So I got a hold of Tom Pestalacci, who's a legend at the community college level. I got a hold of Keith Shackelford. John Mayer was just named the MVP of the AVP. And we got some guys that brought some validity to doing this, and they said, yeah, Kevin, run through a brick wall, make this happen. And that's what we did. And so, right now, the rumor going around is oh, it'll never be sanctioned. You'll never get it together to get it sanctioned. Well, this is how it starts. And I know we got buy-in from the kids, and I know we have some really awesome athletic directors that are really behind this. So we'll just see what happens, but we are having an absolute blast while it's going on. Right. So.
And final question, and I'll let you go on this, because I do want to ask you about your team. Give me 1 or 2 players on your team who you think could have a big performance this weekend.
And I know that they would want me to answer it this way, and I would. It was a team effort. And yes, Zach and Kyle won the tournament, and that's great. And I'm really proud of them. But I think it's a big deal for San Diego City College, because when I took over the program 3 years ago, they were 0-60, and we weren't on the map. And the big thing, I think, is we keep telling our guys, this is the year of arrival for us. We're going to arrive. But also, we have now a little bit of a target on our back, and it's imperative we don't look in the rearview mirror, and we're looking straight ahead for this upcoming tournament. So really proud of them. I mean, the guys just work extremely hard. They're up in the morning every day at 7, playing beach volleyball. I'm really, really proud of them, but they got to keep marching forward because these other teams are loaded with Division I prospects, and they have really good coaches, and they're going to bring it this weekend. So it should be fun. I can't wait to give you updates and tell you how it goes.